I can see right up her kilt.
Mr. Cloudman. Please.
Stop embarrassing us.
This is my happy song. I like to sing it all day long. I'll teach you the words, then you can sing along. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, 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 happy.
I'm waiting.
I've been thinking. There's too much violence in this world, flat or otherwise. So far we've been chased by a giant shark and the Loch Ness Monster. I've sat next to a guy who was eating his mother-in-law. You've shot Sean Connery. We met the captain of Alpha Centauri.
You don't have to tell me that. Just look at what happens every time I try to sing my happy song.
Oh Dorothy, that's only a bit of fun. It's a running joke.
It's time we had a nice relaxing scene. Any suggestions?
Yes. A scene on a sleepy farm on a warm summer evening.
That sounds like a good idea, Dorothy. Mr. Animator, let it be so.
You have been watching too much Star Trek.
There you are, Dorothy. Exactly what you asked for. A sleepy farmhouse on a beautiful summer evening.
It's perfect.
Oui, exquisite.
Mr. Cloudman, take us down.
Your wish is my command.
Just take us down.
Go chap the door.
There already is a chap at the door.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Hands on the clock keep going around. I just get up and it's time to lay down. Life gets tedious, don't it? My shoes untied, but I don't care. I ain't figuring on going nowhere. I'd have to wash and comb my hair, and that's just wasted effort. Water in the well getting lower and lower. Can't take a bath for about 6 months more. But I've heard it said, and it's true I'm sure, that too much bathing will weaken you. I open the door and flies swarm in. Shut the door, I'm sweating again. And in the process, I crack my shin. Just one darn thing after another. You know, that old brown mule, he must be sick. I jabbed him in the rump with a pin on a stick. He humped his back, but he wouldn't kick. There's something cockeyed somewhere. A mouse chawing on the pantry door. He's been at it for a month or more. When he gets through, he's sure gonna be sore, 'cause there ain't a darn thing in there. Hound dog howling so forlorn. Laziest dog that ever was born. He's howling 'cause he's setting on a thorn, just too tired to move over. The tin roof leaks and the chimney leans. There's a hole in the seat of my old blue jeans. Now I've ate the last of the pork and beans. Just can't depend on nothing. The cow's gone dry and the hens won't lay. Fish quit biting last Saturday. Troubles piling up day by day. Now I'm getting dandruff. Grief and misery, pains and woes. Debts and taxes, and so it goes. I think I'll get a cold in my nose. Life gets tasteless, don't it?
This guy is a real bag of laughs.
That wasn't a very nice thing to say. Can't you see that the man's having problems?
You're right, Dorothy. The devil made me do it.
Oh no, I didn't.
Who said that?
I don't know. Now the sky has gone a funny color. I don't like the look of this.
Where has the beautiful farmhouse gone, and the sad little fellow?
Welcome to my world.
It's the devil.
That girl is so observant.
That's one name they give me, but there are many others.
Devil's good enough for me.
Why have you taken us here?
That little fellow there said that I had made him say something, and that offended me. I didn't make him say anything, he said it himself.
That is true, Mr. Cloudman. You insulted that little fellow when he stopped singing his song, then when Dorothy reprimanded you, you said that the devil made you do it.
Whose side are you on?
I am tired of being blamed for all the bad things that happen in your world. People do bad things of their own accord. I don't make them do it. Others' evil actions have nothing to do with me. Do I scare you?
I've seen this guy in his boxer shorts. That was worse.
Feisty little guy, aren't you?
So I've been told. Okay. I'm sorry if I offended you, big man. Can we let bygones be bygones?
All right. Did you like my big entrance? The red sky, the thunder, the booming voice.
Very impressive. So that is not your own voice?
No, this is my real voice without all the special effects.
What's your next trick then?
Do not chance your luck.
I've never had a lot of luck. I fought a duel once. Came in third.
Ha ha, that's a good one. I think you and I will get along fine.
Is the devil your real name?
I have been called Beelzebub, Baal, Satan, Lucifer, Azazel, Astoreth and many others.
What name do you prefer?
My real name, of course. Donald.
Your real name is Donald?
Yup. Donald.
Do you have any idea why you are blamed for every bad thing that happens?
It all started a few thousand years ago. Some bloke from Nazareth went into the wilderness for 40 years and 40 nights, and when he came out he said that I had tempted him.
Yes. I've heard that story.
And it's a load of bollocks. I had never set eyes on him. I didn't know him from Adam. Well, I did know Adam, but I didn't tempt him either.
What happened next?
Well, he stirred up a lot of trouble and got himself killed. It's all went downhill for me ever since. You wouldn't believe all the things I get blamed for. One of the worst was that I had jumped into a little girl, spun her head around, then made her vomit pea soup. Disgusting.
Donald, would you do me a favor? Would you go back to your devilish voice? It has much more authority. More gravitas.
I couldn't agree more. Consider it.
Done.
Well, what now?
Be on your way. It was good to tell someone my side of the story.
We will, right, Mr. Cloudman. Clouds up.
Bye, Donald.
Bye, big man.
Au revoir.
Begone.
Nice chap that.
Considering that it was because of your remark that he summoned us, it's as well that he was nice.
And to think that he has such a bad image.
It would improve a lot, if he dropped the horns and the cloven hooves. Not a pretty sight.
Well, you told him that the sight of me in my boxer shorts was worse.
Don't be so thin-skinned. It was only a joke.
He seemed so sad. Maybe we could do something to cheer him up.
Like what?
I'll tell you what we could do. We could go back in time, find that little pea soup girl that he mentioned and convince everyone that he was not responsible for what happened to her.
I think he would like that.
That's a good idea. Let's get thinking.
So this is Georgetown, Washington, D.C.
How do you know that?
I just read it in the titles as we came in.
This must be where that little girl lives. But how do we find her house?
We will just have to think it again.
There's a house down there with a light in the window.
That must be it.
Okay, let's go down.
Let's follow this fellow, he looks like a priest. Look at that sign. This definitely is the place.
Wait till he goes in, and then we will follow him. Where did that priest go?
Probably gone looking for his free pea soup.
What was that noise?
It came from that upstairs room.
We should go have a look.
I think you should go first. This whole thing was your idea.
Open the door, Dorothy.
You. Open the door.
But Dorothy is at the top of the stairs.
I'll soon be at the bottom, if this keeps up.
Out of my way. I will open the door.
Wait till I get down, will you?
Remember, the devil, or I should say Donald, said he had nothing to do with this. It's just someone's idea of a bad joke.
Well, I can take a joke, but this is something else.
Come on, Marilyn, open the door.
You poor thing. Whatever happened to you?
Come on. That music is from The Omen. This is an exorcist sketch. We're working with amateurs here.
Oh dear. You don't look too well.
That's a bit of an understatement.
You shouldn't do that. You'll give yourself a terrible headache.
Do it again. One good turn deserves another. That bed looks really comfortable. Do you mind if I take a nap?
Mr. Cloudman. Please.
Well, I'm tired. I haven't slept in a real bed for years. This is more like it. Just let me know when the pea soup's coming. I'll have to get myself psyched up for that one. Your bedtime conversation leaves a lot to be desired.
Mr. Cloudman, get out of that bed. We are here to help this poor little girl.
You could start with a makeover. Her hair and her teeth are disgusting.
You are spoiling the scene.
Can't you see I'm playing to the gallery? They love this stuff. Sounds like the pea soup's coming. I'm out of here.
Where are you going?
I'm going to get a bucket.
I think that we might need a bigger bucket.
Now I'm gonna need a ladder.
Why do you need a ladder?
To see what she's up to.
Your jokes are getting worse.
It's a difficult scene to ad-lib.
What is your name, little girl?
In time. Baron! I am no one. I am no one! Hear the priest.
That settles it. She's no one. Let's get out of here.
No. We came here to help her.
If you ask me, she's beyond help.
Nobody asked you.
Okay, big man. What's your opinion?
I don't know. I am finding this whole thing really scary.
Are you finding this scary? After all, it's just made up. That not-so-little girl is just an actress, or an avatar, if you like, with lots of yucky makeup on, and the pea soup vomit isn't real. The scary sounds are only tapes played backwards, and the rest is just ropes and pulleys and things. None of us, including the writer, know where this is going after this, so any suggestions will be seriously considered.
Who are you talking to?
I was talking to camera number 1, or was it 2? Whoops.
For fuck's sake.
Cut, cut, cut. Right everyone, lift the set walls and we'll find out what happened here.
I'll tell you what happened. I fell on my ass. That's what happened, and get this filthy grease off my face.
Sorry about that, Lindy. Makeup and wardrobe over here.
Well, that's the end of this scene.
I'm glad of that, it was a bit heavy.
But we still have to help the little girl.
Come on, Marilyn. There's no possessed little girl. It's only make-believe.
Where did that priest go? The one we followed here.
Oh my goodness! What is going on? What a load of old tosh.
Who the hell are you?
All right, no need to shout.
You've just ruined our set. Get out of this studio now.
Okay, bye. Goodbye, goodbye.
Can I have everyone's attention please? We could do with a recap of this episode because I am totally confused.
It doesn't take much to confuse you.
Please. Let him go on. I am confused too.
Oui. Please go on.
Now this episode started when Dorothy said that she would like to visit a nice little farm, on a warm sunny evening, where we met a sad little man who was singing a sad little song. Right, then you, Mr. Cloudman, made a careless remark which led to us meeting the devil, who turned out to be a nice chap called Donald. Donald was upset because he had been blamed for demonic possession of a little girl, and we decided to visit here to clear his name. Am I right so far?
Okay.
Then we get here and find that it is only a film set. Confusion is not a strong enough word for this. My head is spinning.
You are confused. My head is spinning too.
Well, that's nothing new. How are we going to get out of this one?
Let's just think it all away.
Oh Marilyn, don't you realize that having us think ourselves into the next scene is a trick that the animator always uses when he has painted himself into a corner and doesn't know how to get himself out of it?
What was that?
I think someone just shot that guy who was playing Tubular Bells.
That is as good an excuse as any to be out of here. Let's go. We have to be off now, Lindy. I hope the film is a big success. Now I have to find my cat.
He stayed at the bottom of the stairs. He didn't want to be a part of this rubbish. Animals have a sixth sense, you know. Whoever took that shot at the Tubular Bells fella must have missed. Second time lucky.
I wonder what the animator has in store for us now?
It can't be any worse than the last scene.
That poor little girl. We just left her there.
Time for a blank stare at the camera.
Let's just relax and see where he takes us.
Sounds like a good idea. That was fun, dropping into a film set. Scary but fun.
I agree, maybe the animator will take us into another one.
I could think of lots of films I would like to be in. How about you, Marilyn?
I would love to have been in Gone with the Wind.
Your accent sometimes confuses me. Did you say Gone with the Wind? You've got to admit, this animator is very obliging.
Listen. It's the Gone with the Wind theme music. We are in Gone with the Wind.
Look. It's the burning of Atlanta scene. Things are heating up.
There is Clark Gable and Vivian Lee.
Clark Gable is so handsome.
What's he got that I haven't?
Do you really have to ask that?
Excuse us for interrupting, but do you mind if we came down?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
That was very rude.
It is a famous line from the film. Don't take it the wrong way.
The set of The Exorcist was freezing. We could do with the heat.
Fiddle-de-dee. Come down if you want.
Thanks a lot. I'll just go over there. My bum's numb.
For such a big scene, there is not many crew on set.
They all got too near the fires. They're in there.
Of course. That's the Burns unit.
That's such an old joke.
But a good one.
Vivian, would you change into the green dress for the next scene?
You said you just came from the set of The Exorcist. How is that going?
Okay. If you like pea soup.
It was very scary. I much prefer it here.
Let's sit in the shade. She'll take ages to change.
By the way, I am Wolfgang. The little girl is Dorothy, the French girl is Marilyn, the annoying fellow is Mr. Cloudman, and my cat is called Faticus Marcaticus.
That's a lovely perfume you're wearing, Dorothy. What is it?
I think it's Play-Doh.
Attention everybody, setting up for final shot.
Rhett, if you go, where should I go? What should I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
That's a wrap.
Not much of an ending this. I'm going to make a phone call.
Who are you going to phone?
Surprise, surprise.
Good. I love surprises.
I would not be too sure.
May I introduce my buddy, Quentin?
Mr. Tarantino, it's an honor.
I've asked him to film an alternative ending, as I thought that yours was a bit wishy-washy.
It's supposed to be romantic wishy-washy.
We'll soon change that. It's all yours, Quentin.
Okay, let's get the ball rolling.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
You callous bastard.
What fuckery is this, Mr. Tarantino? Don't you think that this is a bit over the top?
Nah. Big improvement.
Why did you have to shoot Clark Gable? He was only acting.
He didn't really get shot. The guns are loaded with blanks.
Oops.
I presume that you checked the guns, Mr. Tarantino?
If he didn't, we are in trouble.
We are always in trouble.
This is a better ending. I love it.
I was going to write some scintillating dialogue, then I thought fuck it. Let's blow the whole thing up.
Well, it works for me.
Now that this building is on fire, how do we get down from this roof?
The building isn't really on fire, it's all pyrotechnics. Isn't it, Quentin?
Oops.
Worry not. Cloudman is here. Okay. All aboard. We'll drop you off behind the building.
We have to find Clark.
He'll be around somewhere.
There's Clark over there.
You're safe. Thank God.
I don't think that he had much to do with it.
If you have to thank anyone, then thank the animator.
Who is the animator?
It's a long story. Right, Quentin? I think that you should get out of here. I reckon that MGM will be after your blood for this.
You're probably right. Come on, Vivian and Clark. Time to go.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye Clark. Love and kisses.
It looks like Big Eddie Risberger's bum is right out the window.
Goodbye, take care.
Bye, Quentin. Great scene. Remember, when you get sued by MGM, don't mention my name. We need the animator to change the sky. This is a Tarantino sky. We have to go out as we came in, under a Gone with the Wind sky.
What is a Gone with the Wind sky?
A Gone with the Wind sky is a romantic sunsetty sky, all orange and yellow. And while he's at it, he can get rid of the explosive sound effects. They should have been deleted about 100 frames ago. After all that carnage, I need a drink.
That is good thinking.
We'll do the animator a favor, and finish off these bottles of wine.
Why will that do the animator a favor?
Well, every time he sets up a new scene with us on these clouds, he has to find the gramophone file and the wine bottle props. The gramophone is no problem, but it takes him ages to find the wine bottle folder. So if we drink the wine and get rid of the bottles, problem solved.
He should be more organized.
He should, but he isn't. Let's get drunk.
You should all be ashamed of yourselves.
You're only saying that because you didn't have any.
She could have had one little drink.
She is too young. Anyway, this was only to get rid of the bottles.
You could just have thrown them away. You didn't have to empty them.
So young and foolish.
Look. There's a castle.
We'll drop the bottles there.
You can't drop them there. They might hit someone.
There again, they might not.
That would be an irresponsible thing to do.
Irresponsible is my middle name. Bombs away.
Trespassers, trespassers, how dare you desecrate my beloved castle? Have you no respect? Who done that?
No idea. We were just floating along, and suddenly...
Liar.
Okay. We'll come down and clean it up. Don't get your knickers in a twist.
Yes, sir, we will clean it up. The reason that we couldn't do it earlier was that the animator had to figure out how to make broken glass.
Who are you anyway?
Here we go. I am Wolfgang, Dorothy, Marilyn, Mr. Cloudman and my cat.
What is the name of your cat?
Don't ask.
Where will we put the broken glass?
I could make a painful suggestion.
No need to get bullshit about it. That's some gear you're wearing. Did you cover yourself in glue and jump through a wardrobe?
Why, you insulting little dwarf. I'll have your head off.
Please no. He is always making jokes like that.
Steady on. He is annoying but he is harmless.
Mr. Wolfgang, you are appealing to my better nature.
I hope you have a better nature, and a sense of humor. I was only joking.
Now take your pink clouds and get away from here.
Pink? Why have my clouds gone pink?
They are probably pink with sheer embarrassment.
You can all go, except this little guy. He stays with me to pay for his insolence.
You can't. We will not allow you to keep him.
No. We need him. We need him.
He looks after these clouds and he is our friend. He is my friend.
He is your friend?
Yes, he is. He was very annoying at first, but he has led us all through so many adventures and entertained us with his silly jokes. We couldn't do without him. We need him, he needs us, and he needs me.
That seems to me like a cue for a song. Everyone get your hankies ready.
I'm sure that he needs me. Who else would love him still when they've been used so real? He knows I always will, as long as he needs me. I miss him so much when he's gone, but when he's near me, I don't let on the way I feel inside. The love I have to hide, the hell I've got my pride, as long as he needs me. He doesn't say the things he should, he acts away he thinks he should, but all the same I'll play this game his way, as long as he needs me. I know where I must be. I'll cling on steadfastly, as long as he needs me, as long as life is long. I'll love him right or wrong, and somehow I'll be strong, as long as he needs me. If you are lonely, then you will know when someone needs you, you love them so. I won't betray his trust, though people say I must. I've got to stay true, just as long as he
That was beautiful, Dorothy.
Yes. I feel very humbled. I know I can be a pain sometimes, but that was the nicest thing that I have ever experienced. Thank you, Dorothy. I'm sorry, but I am getting all emotional now.
The animator is really milking this one.
That was very moving, but I am still going to keep him.
Oh please. You can't keep him. Please no.
Got you there. I was only joking. You can all go if you want to, but if you would like to stay for a while, you are very welcome.
Yes, I think that we should stay and make up for the damage we have done.
There is one thing that you could do for me.
What would that be?
I have always wanted a flag on that top spire, but I am afraid of heights.
Just as well you're a dwarf then.
Careful, careful.
Sorry. I can't help these witty comments. They just come to me.
We can do that for you. We can take the clouds up.
No problem. Where's the flag?
It is already up on the parapet, but the spire is so much higher.
Right. Let's go and check out this spire. Who's with me?
I will go.
I don't know if Marilyn wants to go, but I will stay here with the cat.
I will stay with you, Dorothy.
Come on then, it's just the two of us. Onto the clouds and up.
Did you have to bring that stupid gramophone with us?
I wasn't going to leave it down there with that guy.
But you left the girls down there.
Against those two. No contest.
How long do you think we have to go in this episode?
I reckon it shouldn't be long now. I sneaked a peek at the timeline a minute ago and it was at 36 minutes.
That is quite long for an animation. I expect we should be ending soon.
Your guess is as good as mine. This animator needs to have some kind of surprise up his sleeve if he wants to stay in the game. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
And this guy is full of surprises.
Look, there's the flag. I'll grab it and climb up to the top of the spire.
Look out, there is a big green guy right above you.
Jesus. He's got bolts in his neck. It's the Frankenstein monster.
Ask him to give you a hand.
He's already got two. He doesn't need another one.
You know what I mean.
Excuse me, Frank. Can you give me a lift up?
This is cozy. People say that I have a brass neck, but you've taken it to a higher level. I thought that when you saw me you might make a bolt for it, but I see that you already have two. These jokes should have you in stitches, but there again. I'm playing to the gallery.
At this point in the film we have to stop and review this whole situation here. I am sitting on a cloud looking at Mr. Cloudman who is having an absurd conversation with Dr. Frankenstein's monster. We have an American flag which a dwarf king from The Lord of the Rings, who, baffingly has an Indian accent, wants us to place on top of a very high spire on his German castle. You couldn't make it up.
This scene is just typical of this production. It's quite literally up in the air with nowhere to go. Solutions on a postcard, please, to Poverty Pictures in association with Skint Films. On second thoughts, that could take ages, and we'd be stuck here. Couldn't we just cheat and get a shot of the flag on top of the spire, and then a quick cut to us all on the ground again? Mr. Frankenstein accepted. Problem solved.
Sounds good to me. Are you listening, Mr. Animator?
Of course he is. He's the one who's making this up.
I am totally confused, again.
Works for me.
Back home again. Thank the Lord.
No, thank the animator.
I'll stick with the Lord.
I have told you before. There is no such thing.
Whatever.
You did a good job, but who was the green guy who was with you?
You don't know him?
I've never seen him before.
It was Dr. Frankenstein's monster.
Geez, so that was why I got this place at a knockdown price. Bloody estate agents.
We are off now. We don't want to meet up with that green guy again.
If I were you, I'd keep that axe handy. Toodaloo.
Goodbye, Mr. King.
Au revoir.
Do you think that we have offended anyone in this episode?
Of course we have. Stands to reason. Nowadays everyone is offended by something. I'd say we offended Christians, Satanists, exorcists, and all the people who love Gone with the Wind. And now I'm about to take it up a notch. Up yours, green boy.
Mr. Cloudman, there are ladies present.
I don't see any ladies.
Sacré blue.
How dare you?
I think this might be a wrap.
That will be up to the animator.
Lights out. That's definitely a wrap.
Do you think there will be another series?
Everything has to end sometime, Dorothy. Nothing lasts forever.
That's true. As George Harrison said, all things must pass.
Sunrise